Hey y'all, so just got done with today's workout. 35 minutes run. So you're just gonna see how far you can run in 35 minutes. Every 5 minutes, stop what you're doing, do 15 burpees, continue on the run. So a few ways you can do it. If you've got just a big, long loop around your house, what I usually like to do is I run about half of that time just away from my house and then spend the second half coming back towards it. I find if I run right in front of my house and circle by it over and over again, every time I come by my house, I have to decide if I'm going to quit and go inside. So that's just something I consider about. But also, in that same breath, I was at the gym today, I think obviously, but I was at the gym today, and it's just all concrete around the gym, so I didn't want to be doing burpees outside. So my 800 meters take about 4 minutes, 15 burpees takes about a minute. So I was kind of thinking that as 800 meters and 15 burpees is 5 minutes. So I was just doing, instead of every 5 minutes, I was doing 800 meter run, 15 burpees, 800 meter run, 15 burpees. You can do that type of thing around your house also, and then that gives you the added benefit of being able to do burpees inside. On a day like today, it was so incredibly hot outside that for me, it was more heat management than it was being out of breath or anything else. And so being able to get inside and out of the sun to do those burpees. But it depends what time of year, where you are, what kind of shade you have. It depends on a whole lot of factors there. So 35 minutes run, every 5 minutes stop and do 15 burpees. And then just keep going. Your 5 minute clocks keep ticking when you're doing burpees. Or you can find a distance that it usually takes you to do about 4 minutes of running, so you can have about a minute or so to do your 15 burpees. Both of those work really well. So just another comment about it being super hot, because it is super hot here. Maybe a lot of y'all are dealing with this now, or maybe sometime in the future. I came out on this running, trying to push the pace a lot. I've really been working on my running paces. And then what I noticed about round 3 is that my cardio was fine, burpees felt fine, and I was overheating. So heat stress is good, but you want to kind of walk that line, stay in the heat stress range, and don't get into like the heat stroke dehydration range. And so I could really feel myself getting there. I was like, this is hard, not because I'm out of breath, not because of muscle fatigue. This is hard from the heat. And I was really working hard to manage that. And so what I ended up doing is, whenever I came across shade, was just kind of few and far in between, I walked the shade, ran to the next shade, walked, ran to the next shade. So kind of the second half of this workout turned into walk runs, but I was just trying to accumulate time in shade and less time in the sun. And that really helped me manage my heat levels. And it kept me moving consistently through the workout. I was always moving forward, but sometimes you have to be able to take a step back, and it's like it's not all willpower. Sometimes willpower can take you down that heat stroke road, so you just really have to pay attention to your body. And you're trying to push the pace, but at the same time not go beyond those nasty feelings. And some signs of that heat stroke are really that, like, you get the chills when you're out in the sun, and when that starts happening, it's time to kind of dial it back a little bit. I was very, very fatigued way sooner, and it wasn't an out of breath, and it wasn't a workout fatigue. So I was fatigued in a way that I'm not usually fatigued. Super hot outside, and I was like, this has to be the heat. And once I dialed it back, I was like, okay, I calmed down a little bit, kind of got my wind, and then I just try to move conservatively. So keep that in mind. This is a fun one. I actually really enjoyed it, even with dealing with the heat. Gave me a new thing to kind of battle. But not every day is about score. Remember that. Sometimes you got to adapt your strategies and adapt your expectations for what's going on. And if it's really hot outside, you're not going to perform like you would if it's 70 degrees outside. Enjoy this one. Have fun. Talk to y'all soon.